And hello everybody, this is Heka and we're playing KSP, and I want to just show off a little Star Wars X-Wing that I created. I'm still working on it, but it is flyable and it does go into space. I still gotta do some RCS stuff on it, also adding some monopellant. Ooh, this thing is took a little while to build, but it is very stable. It flies pretty straight. Let's take it out and I'll show you how it does for now. Eventually we're going to come back and we're going to add some more stuff to this. So let's go ahead and go to launch. Once this thing loads up, here we go, we're on runway. Do a little pan around, let this thing get a little stable here. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and throttle all the way up. Turn on our SAS. Like I said, I don't have RCS on this thing yet. Also, I'll be making this thing to where it can take off vertically instead of having to go down the runway. That's going to be fun to do too. Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and fire the thrusters. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. It takes a little bit of time to get this thing up to speed. It will go all the way to the end of the runway. I'm going to change some of the ailerons here to hopefully give it more lift. It should be able to take off before it hits the end of the runway. I'm thinking about just changing the back ones here. And there's some underneath here as well. End of the runway. Like I said, this thing goes pretty straight. You don't have to fight with it on the runway to take it off. You can close these up to reduce some of the wind drag if you wanted to. cool because you can set it up into the hot bar thing to where you can just push one button and they all retract in. And gives it a good effect, which we're going to set those up as well. Alright, we are getting up there. Let's check our orbital view, get that set up. So we are. Our periapsis is 13,000 right now. We're going to get that up to about 100,000 meters and then we're going to shut down the engines. Once it gets up to about 40,000, it'll go a lot faster. That's when those jet engines in the back will transfer over to use the oxidizer, and then we get a lot of speed. Actually, you'll hear the engines kind of switch over here soon. Yep, there they go. Give it about 10 more seconds or so and they should kick in. We are a fireball. Alright, they're going to kick in here soon. You'll see these. There they go. And as I said, this will just, you'll just zoom at this point. Alright, they're going to get that up to about 100,000 meters, and then we're going to shut down our engines. Just go ahead and get that ready. Alright, there we go. Now we're just going to wait until we get to this point of the periapsis. Alright, and then we're going to add maneuver. And we're going to stretch this thing out until that thing spins around. There we go. There's our periapsis, I'm sorry, and this is the other one. Here we go. Sorry, my son was talking to me. If he was wondering. We're going to get this thing out there a little bit. There we go. That's a little far. Actually, let's bring that back. I want about 100,000 meters on both sides. That's 86. It's a well, actually, I'm not trying to get that perfect.
What color you want?
Perfect, but we'll get as close as we can for right now. Alright, now we're going to switch over to maneuver. We'll roll down to the maneuver icon here. What's up, sweetie? I want blue.
Right under me.
Thank you for the blue cup.
What Michael have?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask him? Alright, we have 1 minute and 53 seconds. Let's go ahead and roll this thing up. Up. Don't want to get too fast. And there we go. Get it to about 10 seconds left. There we go. Alright, we're gonna thrust up to about half and wait for this green bar to come all the way down to the bottom. I just love this program. I love anything that deals with space. So yeah, you can see the whole Milky Way. That is just so awesome. Like I said, after we get done with this burn, you're going to notice that we're not going to have very much fuel left. That's why I want to get this thing, the space station built up here to where I can refuel this, and then I should be able to take it to the moon. Actually, if we look at the moon, if we can find it. Oh, it's on the other side of the planet, isn't it? Yep, I think it is. Alright, not a big deal. We'll get done with this burn and I'll click on that here in a minute. Alright, through Jebediah up to the moon. He's just sitting up there right now. I do believe I have enough fuel to get him back to Earth, which is another video I want to do. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to get ready to throttle back. We are now into orbit, and we're going to wait for this to turn green. There we go, and we're going to shut it off. There we go, we are in orbit, and I have just enough fuel to take us back out of orbit if I wanted to, but I would not have enough fuel to land it at this point. Like I said, I am still working on this design. I got to add some monopellet, got to add some RCS thrusters. That will help me dock it with a space station. I can't wait to be able to take this thing to other planets. I wanted to use the nuclear engines in the back, but I don't know if these will give me enough thrust to make it into space without using these here. So we'll find that out. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe down at the bottom and add a like if you liked the video. We'll see you on the next one.